Hello everyone, welcome to Marlin Chess Kids. Today I'll show you the game played by Nataliya and Mariia, and the game complete in only 26 moves. And here you have a very beautiful idea to checkmate the opponent. So let's see how the game started. The game starts with the pawn to e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop to b5, and here you have the Ruy Lopez, and the game continue with a6 to attack the. See that the bishop is trying to attack the knight, and if being attacked by the pawn, then the bishop will go to a4, then you can back to b3 and continue to attack back at d5, and this blue color will indicate the critical path for the bishop to move. And the game continue with a a6 and bishop to a4, then the knight to f6 to attack the pawn, and you just develop the knight c3 to protect the pawn. And after this, the pawn to b5 to attack the bishop, and the bishop to b3. And here you can see that the position is equal after the 5 move was played, and the game continued with the bishop to c5, then the knight to d5, and trying to go to the center square and make some activity for the white. And now the black go for short castling, and d3 was played and trying to activate the bishop to g5 and pinning the knight and attacking the queen. So after this position, the black played h6 to prevent the pin, and now c3 was played. Then d6 was played, and now the knight captured the knight, and the queen captured back the knight. And after this, the bishop go to d5 again into the center of the square and attack the knight. And now the black will be keep busy to defend the pieces. So bishop d7 was played, and after this is the first 11 move, and you can see that the position for both is weaker. Therefore the white creates some very interesting move by playing a rook to g1 and to attack from the g file towards the king. So the idea was rook to g1 was played, and this idea is trying to continue with playing h3 and g4 and keep with the pawn storm and attack at the king side, and to destroy the structure of the pawn at g and h, while the bishop at d is pinning the pawn. And here the white has many activity to play from this position onwards. And after this, h5 was played, and then this is to prevent the pawn to g4. And after this, h3 was played, and the critical path will be h3, g4, and the black play rook a to b8 and trying to attack with the queen side. And now a g4 was played and trying to push the pawn onwards on the king side. Then h capture and h capture again, and here you have the 15 move, and both position is equal. After this, in this move, the black played a queen to d8, and now the white continue to push the pawn to g5. After this, the white continue to play a bishop to g5 and trying to attack the queen and move away the queen from controlling the square. After this, the knight to e7, and now the white bring another piece, the knight to h4, and goes to f5 and continue to attack the g7 pawn. So knight to h4 was played, and knight go to f5 to win again. And here the queen go to e8 to prevent the pin. And after this, the bishop takes the knight, and now take back the knight. Then the g5 was played, and after this, the bishop to e6, and then the knight now go to f5 and attack the queen, and also attack the pawn at g7. Then bishop capture the knight, and now e takes the bishop. And here you can see that these two pawns is very strong and trying to move forward and attack the king side. And also he has the idea of queen to h5 and checkmate at h7, and by bringing the rook to protect the queen. So after this, g6 was played, and here you have a very simple idea of push the queen to f3. Then at this move, the black play c6 trying to attack the bishop, and here the white play f6, and after this the queen to d7 to prevent the queen to h3. However, in this position, you can see that the white is complete winning and have the checkmate idea. So basically, the white can go to h1 and continue to h6 and checkmate the king at g7. Or you also can use the rook to h1 as well. So after this, the white play queen to h1, and this is a winning move for the white. And after this, the black play queen to f5, and here in this position the white is winning and mate in 7. I give a couple of seconds to figure out how the continuation of white to play and win and checkmate in 7. Well, congratulations for those who found the answer, and for those who like to enjoy the show, here are the moves that the white play. The queen goes to h6 and will be checkmate the king at g7. So after this, queen to h6 was played, and here it is a very simple checkmate with the pawn and the queen protecting it. After this, the queen just capture the pawn, sacrificing the pawn. Then now the king can run to b1, and after this, the black has no chance to prevent the checkmate at the queen g7. So if this position, and after move 26, the black resign the game. And if they want to continue the game, if the black use the queen to capture the rook and check, the king will just trying to escape. Okay, king go to h2, or you can continue over move the king to b3, and there will be no more check after this. So king to c2 was split, and if you move queen to h2 and check the king, the queen will just capture it, and subsequent the queen will back to the h6 and checkmate the king as well. And if you capture the rook, then the queen will go to g7 and checkmate. And if the queen goes to f2 and check, then the king just escape as go to king b3, and after this there will be no more check from the black. And if the queen just capture any pawn just to check the king, and the king will just capture, and now the checkmate cannot be avoided. And any move from the black, such as bishop check, you just capture, and the pawn check, you just can use the pawn capture, or you just move away the king after pawn capture. Then if the rook capture, then you just have the simple queen checkmate. So if the queen goes to h2 and check the king, then the queen will just capture again, and next you will continue to go to h6 and check the king at g7. So if any move such as b4, then you can just move your queen to back at h6, and if the pawn check, you just use a pawn to capture again, and if the pawn capture the bishop, then the queen will just go to g7 and checkmate again. And with this, thank you.